Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the stream. Good morning, or good evening, or good afternoon, good night, whatever time of day it is in your part of the galaxy. Hope you're making it a great day today. Got some GACs to play. We played last time. Our prior opponent was Nox Eternal. And I said, hey, I think we know that guy. I think he's a friend of the channel. And it turns out, indeed, that was the player. So he said, you know what? If you got some advice for me on how I set up my defense, let me know. So we're going to give Mini Nox Eternal a little bit of advice on Grand Arena defense strategy and see if we can think of a way to make his teams a little more effective in GAC. So we'll give that advice with the hopes that maybe it will help other people too. And yeah, so I think we'll probably play the GAC first, and then we'll come back around and do the advice in the middle. Or I suppose I could do the advice here at the start of the video, waiting for some people to come into the channel and hang out with us for the live part. That could be good too. All right, let me get this fleet energy out of here. We've got fleet battles we have to fight. Of course, my Saturday streams are right at my payout time for Fleet Arena. So we do want to see if we can take a few seconds to strike quickly over there and get ourselves some fleet payout. 11, so we got to fight at least 2 battles here. Let's see who's in 8th place. 8th place is a Executor, so we'll do that. It's an easier battle than trying to fight for 7th and fighting up against a Leviathan. But, you know, if we win this one, then the next battle we can already strike into the top 5. And usually, for me, if I get in the top 5, I'm happy I'm done playing. I don't usually play all the way to 1st. Most days I don't have time. I play during my lunch at work, and a lot of times I'm I'm actually like on conference calls or something like that, and also poking buttons on Fleet Arena trying to win. So yeah, it's fantastic. Not not the ideal way to pay attention in the meetings, but I don't know if there's other people who have that kind of a job. I mean, there's some meetings where you really you got to be fully engaged and figuring out your actions and asking lots of questions and all that stuff. There's other meetings that are sort of, you know, you're in it for your information, and it's really not that interactive. So I can get away with some of those meetings with just chilling out, poking some buttons, and getting my fleet placement. But if I could play a couple battles and get that done, then I don't keep playing after that. Suboptimal play, guys. Less crystals than I could have if I tried just a little bit harder. All right. I've also missed my free energy in the mornings a lot here lately. Morning routines change too. With the project going on at work, I pretty much have to get up early and get to work, and I'm usually in a meeting at the time that my energy is up in the morning, and those are meetings that I can't mess around in. So yeah, I lost my free energy a lot of days these last couple months. Not complaining, just saying that's how it is. All right. So we got that fleet battle under control. Got one more to do. We'll get our free energy here. We'll go over real quick on the Lex account, do the same thing.
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
So Lex Talionis has the word Lex in it, and all of a sudden my My assistant thinks I want to watch some TV. She's always listening. Let's see. Let's burn off some fleet energy over here. We need to farm up this Slave 1. We are not getting Slave 1 out of the shop at all. It's been tragic how few times it's been showing up in the fleet store. So I'm way behind where I want to be on that ship farm. Look at this. 56 out of 80. Yeah, I've gotten so few purchases out of the shop that I've decided I really just have to start farming it. Alright. Knock this energy down real quick and then we'll be back to Loquitur. And we can take a look at I do need to check and make sure that I put some squads on defense for territory wars here. Let me check. Yeah. We did put some stuff on here. We'll throw another team in here. We're in the last hour, so let's put like our Sir Junda team in here. Something like that, just to fill some space. Make sure that we don't go into the territory war giving our opponents free points because we didn't place all of our defenses. That would be bad. So we'll just throw down some of the garbage that we've got here. What else can we put? Let's maybe put Jedi here. I don't know how many Jedi we've got. Oh, look at this. We've got 5 Jedi. Perfect. Like a team of trash Jedi. We could put the Phoenix up front. It's not a great team, but no need to put it all the way in the back. If this front isn't filled by now, one or more characters can't be used. Rex? Which? Huh? Phoenix? One of my Phoenix characters isn't big enough to go? Interesting. Alright, we'll do that. Oh, I think I threw... No? Huh. Okay, must have used one of those characters somewhere else. Alright, well there we go. We've thrown down what we can on defense. We'll keep our troopers. We won't put them on defense. It looks like some other people are placing defenses, so we'll be good to go. Nick says, yo, DL. Mithri says, good evening. Darth Putin says hello. Boris Balkan says, hey, DL, good luck. Nick says, leaking TW defenses. Oh, leaking the defenses. Well, with an hour left to go, and if the opponents just happen to be watching, I guess I've leaked our defenses. That's true. I don't think it's very likely that that we have people at this level that are scouting and watching, but who knows? Maybe I just blew it for everybody. Darth Putin, huh? All right, here. Let's have a controversial topic for the stream if you guys want. I'm curious. Does anybody have an opinion on Vladimir Putin? Is he evil? Is he a genius? Is he a good leader for his people? Not saying he'd be a good leader for the U.S. Just, do you think that he's a good leader for the Russian people and what they stand for and what they want? Do you think he actually killed Navalny? Or do you think that somebody else killed Navalny because it seems so obvious that it would have been Putin that they could frame him for it? Politics. Let's talk global politics. Does anybody have an opinion? Darth Putin says, you're joking, right? DCU says TW leader for the guild. I was trying to fill the front zone with high defense. Our opponent hasn't lost to TW in 6 months. Well, then I apologize. But it is pretty late in the game to be waiting on defense fills. I mean, if we don't have these defenses filled with big teams by now. All right, I was just trying to help. Sorry if I messed it up. Yeah, but typically if we're going to do something like that, that gets done first, not last. So, bad assumption on my part, I guess. People might be holding back good teams for offense and then put them there on defense. But, okay. Let's see. Let's get back to Loquitur here. I'm trying to get people to do what's assigned. Rabel says, "Uh-oh, you're in trouble." Wouldn't be the first time, probably won't be the last. All right, well, let's take a look at our prior opponent and see if there's some good advice that we can give here. And I think there is some good advice that we can give that's pretty straightforward and simple. So the first thing is, for Nox Eternal, I mean, this fleet defense is good. Relying on fleet going like this, just putting massive amounts of fleet down on defense, it's a good strategy. There's, I mean, it takes a pretty good player keeping all the right stuff on offense to be able to work through these three fleets. And I just got shut down. I mean, Nox's relic levels are just high across the board. So 8s and 9s everywhere for the Leviathan, 8s and 9s everywhere for the Executor. And those relic levels do make a pretty big difference in fleet. So with regards to fleet, keep doing that. Just lock that fleet zone up and make it so your opponent can't take it. This team with Third Sister is tough. That's something that your opponent has to work on. And it's a good defense. Similarly, this Jabba team with the Datacron is something your opponent has to work on. And, you know, I had to two-shot both of those teams. You want them both in this bottom front zone. Okay? You want them both in the bottom front. And the problem is, I could use multiple Galactic Legend teams on those because you didn't have enough other defenses down to bleed out my Galactic Legends and other really good offenses. So we put those two down here on defense, and then you have to put at least one more really good team here. The Radis team, the Geos are good. I'd put the Geos on the back wall instead of the front wall, though. So I'd put the Third Sister up here. I would put one more really good defensive team here. And then I would strengthen my defenses. I would make sure that there's a good Qui-Gon team up here. I would maybe look at putting an Iden Versio team here, something like that. But make this zone hard too. Mandalorians, maybe I think you had some Mandalorians you could use. So you might not clear your opponents on offense anymore, but if you put down enough defenses to make it, basically if they have 3 or 4 Galactic Legends on offense, you want them to have to use that on this front zone, but then have this top zone be tough enough that, you know, they have to use up some other good teams. But let them through, right? But let them through by fighting stuff like your Radis team, GAS, the 501st is still not bad on defense. You know, they'll have to use a CLS team or something like that to beat GAS. So it's still, it can be beaten, but they have to use a good team to do it. So that's what you want up here. You want Radis, Gas. I think, did you have the Iden team back here? Yeah, put that Iden team up front in that top zone. So, so make them work for it, right? And the goal is, if things work out according to plan, if they start struggling in this zone, they'll say, to heck with it, let's just clear this top zone and get to ships. They'll clear that, they'll get to ships, and they won't go anywhere. And you'll end up with 3 zones still standing, and you'll have, you know, as long as you can clear like 2 character zones down bottom, you're good, you win. So that's what I would do if I were you on defense. I would really put at least 3 hard to beat teams in this front zone, make this one hard. I'd put garbage back here, you know, this. If they break through this front wall, I mean, you're probably going to lose the GAC at that point anyway. But try to make it a one zone fight. You certainly got the ships to hold the ship zone. You have good teams to hold this bottom zone. So that's what I would do. I would give them permission to take one zone. They would have to use good teams to do it, and that would prevent them two-shotting and using strong teams down here as well. That's my thought. Boris says, Ukraine has lost an entire generation of men fighting a war it can't win. So why should Ukraine, what should Ukraine have done then? Yeah, the Ukraine situation is, I mean, what it comes down to, I'm not going to discuss whether or not it was the right thing to do for Russia to attack Ukraine. I don't want to get into all that controversy. I'm not a political streamer. But the idea of NATO going into Ukraine, when I think about it from our point of view, let's say that Russia creates its own version of NATO, and a bunch of countries join, and we'll just call it Red NATO for lack of a better term. And let's say that a few countries join that and they figure that it's best to consolidate power under a similar situation like NATO. And let's say that Mexico or Canada decided that they were going to join that bloc. And they said, you know what, we think that would be better than the NATO organization, so we're going to do that. And then the Russians said, okay, well, you know, their version of NATO, the Red NATO or whatever, they said, okay, we're going to start moving resources into Canada. What would the U.S. do? I mean, if the Canadian government decided that that was okay, and they allowed it, and they joined that group, would the United States ever allow them to bring military strength into Canada? What would we do? Well, we'd probably send military assets to Canada and say, no, we're not going to allow that. Now, would the United States want to take over Canada? No, we don't want to take over Canada. We don't want anything to do with that. We just don't want Canada to have military assets aligned against us, directly against us. So I don't know. When I thought about the whole thing, I thought, man, it's a tough spot, because when I think about our own situation here, if Russia started moving military assets onto our border, we probably wouldn't allow it either. So I'm not going to judge what's right or wrong, but I think that that there is some logic to this that a lot of people don't think through and just listen to what the news people tell them and don't try to like logic it out for themselves what might really be happening. And yeah, maybe Putin's just evil and just wants to kill everybody and take things over, but there's, again, logically, economically, there's not a lot of sense in that. It's not a thing which would make sense to me. Mithri says, why not defend the north with the strongest team? It's more points than 5v5 and use good ships for offense. Mithri, because Nox doesn't like GAC. I mean, all the way back when we did the account review, like 3 years ago for this guy, he doesn't like GAC. He wants to be able to play in Grand Arena, but it's a side effect of the rest of his teams, right? He's building for territory battles, territory wars, doing stuff for the guild. He's having lots of fun in the game doing all the other stuff. And Grand Arena is kind of the thing that he likes doing the least. So to me, putting the big defenses down limits the amount of offensive battles you have to play and gives you a really good chance of winning. So if he wants to put all those fleets on defense, then it's a strategy that he can play. So that's definitely something that could be done. He could take his strong fleets on offense, lock up the top zone, put his best teams there in front of the ships. But then if they do break through that top zone, it's hard to have enough defenses for both the top and bottom zones. So, yeah, the risk is if your offense then gets stopped on either the opponent's top or bottom zones, if you don't get to their ships, then all of the stuff that you take on offense is wasted. So he's missing a few of the things that you would want to be. So let's take a look real quick. I don't think he put any Galactic Legends on defense, if I remember right. Let me take a look. Oh, Jabba. He put the Jabba on defense. Okay. Let's go look at his offenses real quick, just for the academics of it. So he's got Leia, and I think he's using Leia in the mirror match. I would use Leia on defense and make the opponent deal with it, for example. So that's some of the kind of stuff. I mean, if you want to save all that power for offense, then you've got to be able to break through. If you put it on defense, make your opponent deal with it, play less offensive battles. I don't know. I just prefer the giving them one zone strategy and winning the rest. I used that strategy a lot previously. That's a lot of how we got through Rhodium, and I think it's a pretty effective strategy. So yeah, I like it. All right, let's check again, see on this political debate. Ukraine has some historical motivation to not play nice with Moscow. Mass death has happened under that as well. I don't support anyone dying over territory wars, says DCU, but I can't say they should just give up the country because somebody wants to expand. Boris says, what's your choice, DCU? Keeping a generation of Ukrainian men alive or ceding land to Russia? Why does Russia need Ukraine? I don't think Russia wants Ukraine, y'all. Again, I'm not a political analyst, but if you look at the Russian military, they could, if they wanted to, they could easily roll over the resistance and take it. They don't want to. They don't want to occupy a hostile country. So, yeah, they want the government to give up. They want them to agree to some kind of terms to be a buffer on their border and be done with it. That's the only thing that makes sense. Again, I'm not a political analyst. I'm not ascribing political motivations. I'm just saying from the logic of it, financially and militarily, if I was Russia, I wouldn't even want Ukraine. I would want it to be a neutral buffer between me and other countries. All right, back to. We'll avoid that controversy any further. I don't know. I think if there's anything that I would say to people that are listening to this, form your own opinion. You know, you can watch news, you can watch media, you can listen to what people have to say, and you can just believe them at face value. You can watch the American news media when they tell you that Putin is evil, and you can just take that as face value and ascribe him as, you know, the Emperor Palpatine of our current world and be done with it. Or you can try to think for yourself, hear, look, see, listen, think, and try to figure out your own opinion. You know, it doesn't have to be right or wrong, but I would rather at least have my own opinion on these things with a balanced view of different reports or whatever, than to just assume that whatever I'm fed by the American media is the right answer. And honestly, for anybody who hasn't had the opportunity to be overseas or travel overseas, if you've only ever lived in the U.S., it's eye-opening the first time you get out of the country and you see what the rest of the world's opinion of us is, and you start to see how biased the information that we get from the news and from our leadership is extremely biased. And we are not presented an accurate and factual, unbiased opinion of just about anything. So, yeah, I think it's eye-opening when you see how the rest of the world views the United States. And it will change your opinion making. Again, if you're forming your own opinion on politics or world politics, and you understand that, it changes the way you think about these things. Knowing that there's a high chance that everything that you've heard is specifically biased and not necessarily the whole truth. It's part of the truth. We always get the part of the truth that serves the United States agenda. Again, I'm not complaining. It's just a fact. It's just a thing that if you know it, you know it, and if you don't, you'll learn it someday and be surprised by it. Yeah, my opinion. All right, problem is at Kyber 2, how if I'm in Kyber 2 it annoys me. There isn't much I need, otherwise I'm contributing well in guild stuff. There isn't much I need otherwise. So are you saying, just another consumer, are you saying, okay, for what it's worth, I tend to build for anything but GAC because it has a lot. Okay, I got you. So just another consumer, that it's weird, like his first comment actually shows up in my chat under his second comment. So what it's worth, I tend to build anything but GAC because there's a lot of things that have use there as well. So basically you're in Kyber 2 because you built a bunch of other stuff. Boris Balkan says, anyway, good luck, DL. Deacon says it's kept Ukraine out of NATO. Yeah, exactly. That's the effect that did happen for sure. Palpatine's motivations are a bit weird. It doesn't seem like he gets anything out of being emperor other than, I don't know. Yeah, but I mean, if you could say everything is mine, I own it, that's I guess power for some people. KY says, I lived away for a year. I would come back to the US and think, wow, we're in the Wild West because we had so little cultural norms and basically anything goes. Yeah, it is interesting. The perspective that you get by being out of the country, I think, is good. I would recommend international travel to just about anyone. Go someplace. See something of the rest of the world. All right, let's get in here for this GAC. My opponent's stats, 10.4 million galactic power, 6 in characters, 4 in ships. Galactic War Battles won 26,000, so that puts us, what, 6.5 years, something like that. Got Leviathan here all kitted out. Let's see what we got for capital ships. Executor, Profundity, Leviathan, all 7 stars. Malevolence, Negotiator. All of the toys. Let's see what the status of this Marauder is. Where's the Marauder? There's the Marauder, full relic. Crew on the Marauder. Yikes. So there's that to deal with. All 8 GLs. Malik, Revan, Grand Inquisitor, Third Sister, Star Killer, Relic 8. Seer Junda, Relic 7. Malgus is 7. Cal Kestis, Relic 7. Malikos, Relic 5. Afra's in the house. He's got all the toys. All right. Take a quick look at mods and see where we're at on speed. Admiral Radis, fastest non-GL character. 355. That's pretty fast for a Radis. I think the opinion of myself and some other people is to make Radis more of an offense-based character than speed. You just want it so that when you get to that finishing move, it really does kill things. I had mine modded for speed for a while and changed it over to offense. I've liked it a lot better that way. Cat 342. So we've got some decent speed up top here. Let's go down a level and see, like, Moff Gideon's all the way down here. That's 301. Okay, so we've dropped off pretty quickly. We've got about 10 characters that are over 300. So we should have some pretty good advantages on speed. That's less relevant than it used to be, but still relevant in some matchups. So good. Let's see what we've got on defense here. We've got Rey with the Relic 5, Ben Solo. We got the robots. So I'll probably have to take Kenobi to beat that. Although we've got Third Sister up here, so we've got that to deal with as well. We may have to try our Triumvirate here. Because if we got to deal with this Rey, I'm not sure if Sith Eternal is going to do what we want to do against the Third Sister team. The bottom zone here doesn't look too bad. We've got Zori Bliss to deal with. Our Radis team did well against a Zori team. I wonder if we dare to try the Rogue One Radis team here against this Finn Zori team and see if we can make it work. Just got to avoid the area effect abilities because we don't want all the counterattacks. But I mean, there's a chance that they just zero in on Radis and do the mass assist on Radis with Finn, and I think that will probably just lead to a loss. But there's a chance that that doesn't happen. We got Grievous here, which means we could have Iden on the back wall. We've got First Order here. No Omicrons, though. This is really a leftover First Order team, so we could probably beat that pretty easily. I think I want to try Radis here. I don't think anybody's using Radis here. Let's go to our friend Grand Arena Science. And look at a Finn Zori team in 5s. And see what people are using. Imperial Troopers. Yeah, what's shown in Grand Arena is literally just the Imperial Troopers. The Radis team is also good against Qui-Gon Jinn. There was a Qui-Gon Jinn team up top. So maybe we're better off. I think we're better off with a Qui-Gon team up top. We have tools to kill a Zori team. We also have tools to kill an Iden team if we need to. So I think we should use the Wampa here. Because if there's not an Iden on the back wall, then we've just wasted our Wampa, right? So there's not another good matchup for him up top that I saw. So we'll use our Wampa here. Do we have something with tenacity on it? There we go. We got some tenacity here. Although that's got a light side effect on it that's not all bad. It's got some crit avoidance. Alright, we'll just put a little Datacron on here. And what are we going to do against this Zori team? I kind of want to experiment with the Radis team and see if that's really an effective solution, because the Radis team, even with Zori under stealth and hiding and whatever, when you do the ultimate, the hope with Radis, it's guaranteed to kill Zori, right? Zori's not going to live through that. So you get her dead and usually one or two of the other weaker resistance characters, and it's not too bad to finish it out from there. As long as we don't get our Radis killed, right? If Admiral Radis dies, then the whole idea falls apart pretty quickly. All right, he's got a lot of damage over times on him. He's got a lot of being dead on him. Okay, we don't need the Wamp anymore, I don't think. Plenty of damage. Or the ramp, I mean. We need the Wamp, we don't need the ramp. So I was going to put it on auto, but we do want the extra protection that Wamping affords us. We'll take this. And we should be good. All right. Start out with a nice 78 banner win. Take that. Okay. What are we going to do with this Zori team? There's a couple things we could do here. We could just straight up overkill it with Galactic Legend. We could use troopers here. I don't think I saw anything else that really needed my troopers desperately, so we can do that. And then we've got a Datacron for Empire that converts a bunch of offense. So we'll take that. Just another consumer says, the weird thing is that I actually have no clue how to counter Grievous because I've used Wampa every time. Boris says, try Night Sisters, that's my go-to. Wamp it. Wamp it good. Rabel says, Treya or Starkiller. Also, Treya or Starkiller. Treya against the... Are you saying to use Treya against this team? I think I might want to try Treya against the Third Sister team. Against Zori, yeah. Well, if we could make use of the Triumvirate, I got him at Relic 1. I was reluctant to try it in last week's GAC, but I think if I use Savage in that team, we may be able to absorb enough of the damage. So I do want to try my Triumvirate up top. I do want to try it up top. And see if we can get that third sister with a Sith team. So I think we'll use troopers here. Again, I didn't see anything that necessitated me saving the troopers for something else. So should be good. And we can do Empire against that Bounty Hunter team. I think we'll be fine with Empire. And we'll use something small against the First Order team. We'll see the back wall, and then we'll be able to sort out the rest of what we're doing. Rabel says just options. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate all the help and advice I can get. Okay, so what do we want to do here? I think what we're going to do is attack Finn first. I feel like he's just going to get in the way no matter what we do. Well, there's the damage immunity. Yikes. Let's do the area effect. Okay. And we want to give them turns so the damage immunity comes off. We need to get back around to Piet. And yeah, still stuck behind that taunt, but we're in good shape now. We'll drain their turn meter. Give them 0 chances. That was smooth. 65 banners. No turns for Zori Bliss. Okay, let's take a look at this and just verify that there's not something weird in this Datacron that's going to make us sad. Okay, there's not. With bounty hunters like this, I feel like we can just do a Mara Jade team. We're fast enough, we go over the top. We'll put in that TIE pilot. We'll just put in characters to do debuffs. And it should be good. We'll pass the turn to Mara Jade and go crazy. How do you guys do your Mara Jade? Because I do the third skill first all the time, and it's apparently controversial. You know what? I think we're going to kick Bosk here. I was going to pass a turn. I like doing this first. I really like doing this first. I understand that doing the other one first gets you tenacity down, but getting all of those potential staggers out seems good to me. Oh, we got everybody stunned. That's fantastic. All right, let's hit him. And we'll work on Bosk. I'm going to take Bosk all the way down. Pass it over to Mara Jade just because we can. Get that. Steal turn meter if we can. And we'll get Bosk all the way dead. Just get him off the battlefield. Okay. We've got the stuns back up so we can start killing these other guys now. And they'll get a turn. As soon as they get a turn, we can try to stun them again. Okay, never mind. Stun again. There we go. All right, now let's work on Dengar. We'll give him a kick. We're in good shape on turn meter, so we'll just do some basics here. Stay on the basics. He's shocked and buff immune, so it seems pretty good. Okay. And then this Fennec Shand, I think, is the last bastion of defense here. I guess we could have tried to stun there. Probably would have been good. We'll do it now. Denied. All right, we better not let Django get a turn here. Goodbye. All right, good deal. Now this team. We've got a lot of good stuff, right? We could beat this team a bunch of different ways. The question is, what do we have that's good enough that's not wasting good stuff that we want for something else? What about a resistance team? What do we got here that looks good? We could do something like this and just run in and start punching and kicking and rolling on people. Let's do that. See what we can put together here for a Datacron. Armor penetration. Resistance penetration. That's a can't be revived Datacron. We gotta save that one. Okay. We'll do this. We'll just put a weak Datacron on. Descending Madness says, good afternoon, all you insanely motivated Swgoh players not sitting on a cushion. I'm sitting on an exercise ball. I'm sitting on a BB-8. Woo! Let's go. A headless BB-8. Now that I've said that, you can't believe how much I want to go out and get a cover for this chair that's the colors of BB-8. Just another consumer says I'm sitting on a toilet. TMI. Oh, too bad. Against Ray, use second special, get another turn, then first special. Otherwise, they might not get back to turns. All right. Oh, this team is just weak, though. I mean, the mods in this team are bad, and I don't have any Zetas on Ray. It feels like this team's going to be okay, but man, I don't want to throw something good away on this team. I really don't want to drop the battle, but I want to save resources. We still got some tough stuff to get up top. Okay. Let's stop Phasma from getting a turn. Let's give her the stick here. All right. Off to a good start. Executioner is probably the threat on this team. So we'll work on executing the Executioner. This Resistance Trooper really has some good damage. He's like low-key hits pretty hard. Okay, he's also low-key pretty dead now, turns out. Yikes. Alright, Stick Ray, get in there and start sticking. Get rid of the TIE Pilot's turn meter. And try to get him out of here. No! We're close to Illuminated Destiny. It'd be nice to have that buff immunity off of Holdo before we trigger that, so we're gonna wait just... Oh, come on. BB-8 gets killed. Oh, boy. Well, come on. We need to get Holdo healed up a bit here. If we can. Alright, she's good now. Illuminated Destiny's going off. Let's go. Alright. We lost some banners, but it looks like we're going to be able to do okay here. Bam! Stick Ray. Glass Cannon. She's not really a gas cannon. She's like a glass slingshot. She does some damage. There's that Iden team. I really didn't want to see Iden. Gear 12 troopers. Not that bad. We can deal with this. Star Killer. Gave away our troopers. Okay, but we've still got Galactic Legends. So, Star Killer team we can probably deal with. I want to try the Triumvirate here. See if we can get this done with some Sith. So let's go. Let's see if we can do it. We've got this, Nihilus. And what's the best 5th character here? If we put in... We can actually add a Datacron and get some value from another relic character. We'll do the Doubt Datacron. Okay. And then this is just kind of survive and do damage to the opposing team until we can get the executes off on Third Sister, right? And that's pretty much the gimmick. Is there any reason we would want or not want Nihilus lead? Just another consumer says, I remain frustrated by JTR. I want her to be better than she is. Iden has been easier as of late because of the scoundrel no revive Datacron. Descending Madness agrees that making BB-8 pattern would look cool if it's made out of good material. I like the idea now. My chair is actually orange. The cover on my chair is bright orange. So all we'd have to do is get some white. We could do white and orange. The value in doing Nihilus lead is to take advantage of that. You know, if we go below 80% life. But that makes Savage worse. Savage is better with trail lead. Do you like leather? Ooh, make it out of leather? That'd be pretty impressive. I do like leather. Alright, I think we do it with trail lead. Descending Madness says Skinabantha. Alright, let's go. Let's see if we can make this work. Let's just do this right now. They all have tenacity up, so we're not cooling down anything with this at the moment. They still all have tenacity up. That's awful. We need to get Isolate over here on Third Sister if we can get it. We're killing her fast, though. Look at this. Oh, Treya down. Okay. That does mean that the Treya passive is also down. Right? So we're not removing debuffs anymore. Ah, that's brutal. Okay, I don't think Nihilus is going to make it. He'll get killed right here, which is bad. Nope, they went after Dooku. Okay. Stop. No more. No mas. Get her. Resurrect. The revive is real. Yeah. Tray is not big enough. Was not big enough to absorb what needed to be absorbed. Oh, man. Alright. That did not work out how I had hoped. Now we got Kenobi. Maybe Sith Eternal works here. I don't know. Maybe we should have used Sith Eternal with Traya in the squad instead of in the leadership role. We could have used Sith Eternal to Triumvirate and Savage, more or less. Yeah, it's gonna be a GL to try to clean it up, and it's still a dangerous team. Trying to think if there's a better way to have done this besides just getting more relic levels on my Treya and Nihilus. Let's put Mon Mothma into the team here as the last member. Light side allies, recover health and protection. That's okay. Wait. Defeated by a scoundrel ally, they can't be revived. We want to equip that. We want to save that. Light side, this is similar armor penetration. Okay, we'll take this. I want a Bantha for the Tusken team. Maybe as another large character. It would be interesting if they made a new GL, but it's the Bantha for Tuskens. Adrad can beat Inquisitors. I think an Adrad team with a good tank. But we don't have a good tank in this team. We've never built like any tank that goes in this team. It's a tankless job right now. We'll do area effectors, get rid of all these foresights. Try to steal some turn meter, get the party started. Okay. Okay. It's fine by me if you attack Jenner, so I can live with that. We've got the buff immunity onto Mace now, so we'll take that. Got to pop all these exposes here. Bang! Alright, that's good. Get Anakin out of here if we can. Try to knock down these foresights. Let's resurrect somebody. Mostly just because we can. Oh! Mace lost the buff immunity, so we're back to hitting him. Let's do the resurrect again, just for the fun of it. Get Cassian back. And then we'll try to get some kills. Okay. Foresight on everybody again. Area effect again. Foresight on everybody again. Okay. Get out of here. And then Barris can get out of here as well. 65 banners on that team's pretty good. Okay, here I think we're just going to Kenobi it up. Let's do Galactic Republic. Get Cat, Mace, Little Ahsoka. And I think we've got a Datacron that does a ton of armor penetration in there. This one. It's ability block. I think maybe we want the don't revive one though. Where's the don't revive? Huh? Can't be resisted. There it is. Can't be revived. All right, so that then anything that cat kills can't come back. And basically we have to work our way into getting Ben Solo dead with that anti-revive skill. So we gotta get rid of the taunt on L3, work on Rey, get her below 50%, and hit Ben Solo. Let's do it. Can Adrad beat Third Sister lead? Playing says I've beat every version of Inquisitors with Adrad. Alright, well that's probably something we should look to in the future. What's your team though? Let me ask you that, Playing. What's your team? What are you using for a tank? What's your I mean, obviously the three with Cassian and Jyn are obvious, right? Always going to use Cassian and Jyn. But what are you using for your other two? All right, get Rey down. And kill Ben. Okay. Step 1 of plan successful. Bang. Ooh, Mace lived. Good job, Mace. Way to go, pal. All right. We'll use the alt here. Rey's going to go into her alt soon. Can we just kill Rey? We can't. She's not going to go into an alt soon. You know why? Because she D'd. Can't alt if you're D'd. Nice. Killed with a scoundrel, so she ain't coming back either. Anti-revive kicking in. All right. Let's go. Adrad falls off against high-level Third Sister teams. Phoenix are a better option when the Doubtcron goes. So you guys are telling me that I really need to start taking my Phoenix on offense. I've been putting my Phoenix on defense. Maybe that's a bad choice, but maybe need to start taking them on offense. Okay, what do we have here? Is there a reason that Sith Eternal can't beat this? We've used up some of their better cooldowns. We could throw in Zombie Daka here. I don't think that's a good move, though. We have to have some other Empire or Sith that we could use to waste time. So we could do a team like this. And just execute the Third Sister and the Grand Inquisitor with the Sith Eternal. We still got SLKR and Jedi Master Luke to deal with. The stuff in the bottom zone. as needed. We've still got a no revive Datacron to deal with the Iden team. We do still have... Was there a Geo team down there, I think? Something like that. So we can try this, I think, but yeah, there's the other no revive. I've also got a no revive with Mandalorians, which could be used at some point. Tenacity, deflection, resistance, deflection, dark side, doubt. I saw a low gear Phoenix with just C-Rex Relic beat a full Inquisitor team. Yikes. Okay, well, we're going to have to think about bringing Phoenix on offense then. All right, let's see if we can get this done. This has to work, right? Like, this has to work. They've got a lot of damage, but I feel like they can't have enough damage to kill all of these characters and Sith Eternal before I get to the ult, right? Like, that's... If that is the case, we're going to lose this in a hurry, but... Again, we don't want to win the battle or anything. We just want to waste enough time for C to get to his ult. And then that's good enough. Put the death mark onto Watt. Anti-Watt coalition over here. Oh, man. Well, I take that back. Thought it was going to work, but this ain't looking great. We're nowhere on our ult. I don't think we need to relink yet. Okay, wasting some time here. Don't need to relink yet. Okay, now we've got the no heal. So we will relink. Use up a few turns. Get that anti-healing off of us. Go into the ult, and we just got to survive this turn. Okay. There's for starters. And then this should be just auto and go. Sith Eternal is in an interesting spot, guys. I am so curious to see what happens with this lifter that we're getting for the C team, if that's going to, you know, propel him into the very best of the best, or if it's going to kind of be like, it's all right. I'm hoping that with the lifter that he'll be back to being a... what I really hope is that he'll be able to kill everything on offense. When C originally came out, he was terrible on defense, but it was pretty much like, you know, put your C on offense and whatever you want to kill. You just, it's one victory, right? Plus one offensive victory for Sith Eternal. I would love to get back to that. I would like him to just be an offensive win against anything in the game. All right, we're going to take this. Don't need a CLS team against the Mon Mothma team, but we've still got a couple GLs. We shouldn't have a problem beating the back wall, and I do not want to drop another battle. So, ain't no party like an overkill party. Let's do damage here. More area effect. Well, he came back. Pow, pow, pow. Nice. My rebels are better than yours. All right. So let's see if this Iden team is set up with the trick. It's not. Okay, we got Star Killer. We've got Geos. Star Killer. What to do here? Does Star Killer die to... I think I used Jedi Master Luke against this team recently, and it was a struggle. How many Jedi do we have in total? We have 8 Jedi. So we could, I mean, theoretically, we could bring in a Luke team and still have a Jedi Master Luke team left. You can't stun anybody, though, so that's a pretty bad deal. Bindo just gets killed in this setup. Yoda for damage, or Bastila for ability blocks. Probably Bastila. I use Star Killer to kill JML sometimes. Yeah, this is not a great matchup, I don't think, but it's got a ton of armor penetration. Scoundrel ability block is no good, but light side allies are good. We're going to take it in. If we can at least get Mara Jade killed, maybe the Emperor or something like that, we'll take what we can get out of this. If we end up getting the team killed, I'll be sad, but all right. Get some ability blocks going. Get Luke up and running. Do damage with that. Oh, I guess, never mind. That was a waste of a skill, wasn't it? Okay. Get a kill here. We gotta get an ability block. Oh, come on. I was gonna say we gotta get an ability block before she revives, but then she instantly revived and nothing we could do about it. Okay, let's get Star Killer. Let's get Star Killer out of here. I know she can revive, but it's on cooldown, so it's gonna be a while. We'll do Luke because he can get rid of the damage immunity. We'll do Hermit Yoda. Get Hermit Yoda. And we'll call Luke. And Palpatine. Alright, we did it. Lost some banners on the protection, but overall we're good. Okay, Iden. Well, there's a couple things we could do with Iden. One of them is, you know, just bring in First Order, SLKR, because you never know when you need to use a Galactic Legend to kill an Iden Versio. Alright. Let's go. Talk about an overkill party. There ain't no revives coming out here. Alright, Iden. Let's see what you got. Where you going? Nowhere. Okay. All right, let's go. Iden is soaking damage pretty well here, though. I gotta admit, pretty impressed by that. Snow Trooper, you guys know how much I like Snow Trooper. Better get that guy out of here. Scout Trooper is just a secondary threat. All right, Scout Trooper, not very hard hitting. Support, I guess. What classification is Scout Trooper? I don't remember looking at her tags. Is she actually considered a support character? All right, that was horrible. All right, here we got Vader. Is this a spy? Man, it's pretty tempting to take Enfys Nest in here. I wanna take Nest in. Hey, look, we got some Empire stuff we can throw in here. Who cares? Let's throw a couple more characters in there just to get our speed going. Don't need a Datacron. We're just going to go in here and try to mutilate some Geos with Vader. We've got a couple other characters to back it up. All right, Merciless Massacre, Force Crush here. Basics on everybody. Hum. I miscalculated something. All right, consume up to 5 stacks of Purge. All right, fine. Bang. Bang. Quit stealing my banners. Ability block, come on. Nope. Okay. That wasn't very impressive with no purges, huh? All right, fine. Come on. Let's go. I mean, the good news is they can't ever really get rid of their damage over times, right? Because Vader's so cool. Nope, damage over times are coming back, buddy. I got news for you. This is taking much longer than it should. Come on. Unreasonable. Geos, come on. Although I gotta admit, this Gear 12 tank sure hanging in there. Acting like a beast. Alright, there's that. Here's this. Come on. Alright, terrible banners. 61. Awful. It was messy, guys, but we got through it. We got through it. Let's see what we got on Shippy. We've got Executor. We'll do Profundity against that. We've got Executrix. And First Order. Finalizer. Alright, let's use Profundity here. We might actually be doing the mirror match with the Finalizer. That's not great. So Profundity against the Executor, I think, is a given. We don't need this ship. And we'll know if we're going to win within the first couple moves. I love this battle, but I also kind of hate it, because if you don't get any assists right here at the start, it's hard to recover. Alright, pop Xanadu blood out. Here we go. There, we got some assists. We're all good. We're all good. We are all good. Should be a free win from here unless we do something tragic. All right. Using skills. We'll put the Millennium Falcon under stealth. I like this combo. It's nice. And then we'll try to get the taunt off here because we can. And now we can get over here. Now hopefully we can get this Slave 1 dead. Oh yeah. Before they get healed up by the enemy capital ship. This is going to be close. Nope, we didn't get it. Alright, they get healed up. Okay. And we'll take this big assist. And almost done. Nothing to do now. Just waiting on the end. Oh, come on. Stuns my Millennium Falcon. Of course, the Millennium Falcon can remove debuffs from everybody else, but not themselves. For whatever reason, they don't like to use their own technology on their own ship. Strange to me. There's a Houndstooth out here in the middle of nowhere, flying around by itself. No support, no capital ship. Bosk is just standing around sad. For those of you who like Star Wars comics, was Bosk in a lot of the comics? Because in the movie, he was just like standing there on the shelf with Boba Fett when Vader came by, and really didn't see much of him in the movie. Was Bosk actually like a prevalent character in the comics, I wonder? Or in novels or somewhere else in the canon? Alright, bounty hunters probably want to do just the standard setup here with a couple reinforcements. Is it any, I don't think it's any value bringing in Plo or Ebonhawk or any of that stuff. Okay. This is not a free battle though. This is not free with the Scythe and the Defender there. What's the right thing to kill first? The shuttle probably, right? We gotta kill the shuttle first if we can. We'll have other little guys taunting. Alright. Let's can we just kill the Scythe? I don't know, let's try it. Hey, we got it. There you go. That seems good. That seems really good. Like, how did that work? Alright. We'll get this Defender out of here now. Put the taunt on it, the mark. We'll be able to use the special here, get damage on everybody that's got target lock, which is everybody. Alright. What? Did you guys just see that? Do my eyes deceive me? How? Okay, there must be a mechanic there that I don't know about, like when something dies, a reinforcement's called in or something. I got a board wipe and this enemy capital ship reinforced. There's something I don't know for sure on that one. Yikes. Okay, we've got the Radis and we've got the Finalizer. Let's take the Radis in here first. I feel like this matchup can work. If I can just figure out how to make it work. Or maybe I need a 7-star Radis to make it work. That could be too. Let's bring Plo in case that's relevant. Yeah. Let's try this. So the key here is that we got to use our dodges and our critical hit immunity and work around, because the shuttle can remove the critical hit immunity and then we got to put it back on. The shuttle's not out though. He doesn't have the shuttle in the starting 3. So theoretically, they can't get a critical hit on us. It should be a good sign for us, right? Okay, so this, all allies gain protection up, recover, gain 20% turn meter, and deflector shield. So let's do that. Heal up. Okay. Just do a basic here with the Poe. Okay. And there was the removal of our stuff. Let's bring in this comeuppance and see if we can get some comeuppance. Our tank is dead. Okay, get a big hit here. I thought that big hit would kill that tank, but it didn't. Tank is down. Let's try to kill this shuttle. If we can get the shuttle dead, we get real chances. Okay, now we got to get this. Got to get this silencer out of here now. It's got damage ramped. Nice, we got it. All right, bring in another X-wing for more damage. Is that it? Not good enough. All right, all right, all right. We did it. We did it. Full clear. 18. Oh, not even 1800. I was gonna say like 1801. Drop the battle against the third sister. That was it, right? That's the only battle we dropped. Dropped one battle and still didn't hit 1800. Ooh, that's not great banners, y'all. That's unfantastic. Yeah, that's it. Well, his team stole a lot of banners from me. Or I played it poorly. One or the other. All right. I see that my opponent has beaten a few of my teams. Got stopped against Jabba. So maybe that's a sign of a win for us. One battle against Jabba dropped. Sometimes that's the way other players play. They have one team that they're using to beat Jabba, like SLKR. They try it, it doesn't work, and they just give up. You know, we never did go back and play another fleet battle. So, yeah, I got garbage fleet placement again today. Yeah, we never did go back and play another fleet battle. Rabel says he gets Bane tomorrow. He's very excited. Nice. Good job, man. Playing says hopefully his lifter allows him to go on defense with Sith Eternal. Relic 8 Star Killer. Man, I need to work on my characters. Mishkayla says, greetings, DL. How you doing? Just another consumer says, comeuppance is solid. Cuppence. Descending Madness says, you have a few that you lost a unit in. Yeah. Yeah, I had a few that I lost a unit in. The SLKR battle was messy. It was, I mean, I lost a lot of banners in that with the Iden team. So it wasn't really at risk of losing, but I gave away too many banners and that stuff. All right, let's take a look at Lex Talionis. I haven't even looked here to see if there's a event or to see if it's a battle or if it's A gigantic creeper. PJ 3000 1.5. Galactic War Battles 17300. That's a lot. That's over a year played, right? It's almost 2 years played. Okay, so this person is extremely casual. Yeah, they're very casual. All right, well, let's go see what they put for us on defense. Oh, they beat the bottom zone. Did they? They lost against Sirjunda. Interesting. Seer holding strong on top. All right, we got to clear 3 zones then, y'all. Relics abound. But this team is just a bunch of relics, right? It's Yoda. It's just a bunch of relics. So this team we are going to beat with our Imperial Troopers. Maybe. And this... Oh boy. Oh boy. So we have an Imperial Troopers team. We don't really have another team good enough to beat this stuff, do we? We got Geos. Geos. Well, let's try it. Let's try it, y'all. Let's do Troopers here and Geos down bottom. I don't want to use Geos against Vader with the Merciless Massacre. That seems like bad math. So we're going to do Troopers here. And we'll do Geos down bottom. We'll see if we can get any wins here. Ooh-wee. Let's do Darth Vader in here too. Here we go. Mushkela says, what are these lineups? As a very casual player is what it is. He's relic characters that are good. And he said, it's whatever. I'll just take all these relic characters and put them on defense and be happy with it. Alright, here's the Merciless Massacre. Here's the things, the stuff, the junk, the basic attacks, the Force Crush a second time through. And let's link up this Moff Gideon and drop the hammer on Jedi Knight Anakin. Here we go. First kill in the books. Let's take a bunch of mass assists here on Vader. Oh, that's not great. We didn't get a kill. Vader's almost got full turn meter. Oh, we got him though. We got him. He down. Alright, we'll do some damage on Qui-Gon. Got Whistling Birds coming up soon. Let's yeet him out of here, get a free turn. Let's put a dent into this Whistling Bird Maniac over here. And then we got to go for a kill so we can get some turn meter. Alright. Now we'll get back into working the system. Whistling Birds go off, but not to not much avail. Take a mass assist over here, get this kill. Alright. Battle 1 down, 72 banners. Beating 150,000 galactic power worth of relics. Bottom. Geos. Let's go. He's got a lot of characters with area effect here, but there's really not much that I can do. Oof. Let's see. We just got to hope that our modding is good enough that we can get lots of turns. Otherwise, just the damage of relics is going to be more than we'll be able to deal with. Alright, we got an ability block onto Mr. Yoda here. That's a start. Got the foresight off of him pretty quickly. See if we can steal his turn meter so that he doesn't get another turn here right away. Oh, come on. Oof. Well, let's just do this and... Come on, get Yoda out of here. Good grief. Yoda's made out of paper. Like literally made out of paper. And we can't seem to get a kill on him. All right, there we go. There we go. He's dead. Let's kill Darth Maul before he gets his next area effect attack off again. He's a little easier to kill than the Bounty Hunter just because the Bounty Hunter's got 2 lives. So we kill Boba Fett and then we just got to kill him again. But if we can keep Boba Fett ability blocked now, then we'll move on to Ezra Bridger. Still don't feel like I need to do the healing. Don't need to resummon a brute. Okay, keep going. Ezra, we got to get the ability block back onto the Fett now. Clear off the taunt from here if we can. Get the ability block here. Now we got to get back around to our alpha. Really want Ezra dead, but not having much luck with that. Okay. Once again, get the ability block over here. Summon back our Brute. Brute by Fabergé. Get Boba dead. Halfway done with the battle. Put it on auto. Let it roll. I don't think there's much that an Ezra Bridger and a Old Ben can do against the Geo team. All right. In we go. Let's see what he's got on the back wall. He had enough relic characters that I think he's still got another relic team for the back wall. This very well could be an auto deploy. Like way back in the day, if you didn't deploy your stuff, it just literally deployed your characters from highest GP to lowest. And it kind of looks like this is just an auto deploy. Like it just automatically deployed his characters and he's okay with that. 437. We've already won the GAC. We've got better banners than our opponent. Let's see if we can also get this ship victory. Be a nice thing to be able to put in our book. I think we're going to take 3 Geos. Geos. Let's see. We'll throw this in case we need it. He's got like a Plo in his starting lineup here. This is pretty random stuff. Again, probably an auto deploy from a long time ago that he's just never came in and fixed. Take out Wedge here. Looks like we got to target a real ship with that skill. Wedge is down. Nothing but a Plo left. Plo is stunned. Look at this. So much control out of this Geo fleet. We'll bring in Houndstooth. Honestly, don't think we need any of this. Yeah, we're good. We're good. All right. Nice win over here. I'm not even going to fight. Well, you know what? Let's just throw hands. Why not? We have Jedi of some kind. We have bounty hunters. Let's do what he did. Let's just take the highest galactic power characters that we have left, stuff them into a team. See, if we had this Qui-Gon Omicron, we'd crush this team too. Even with this weak sauce Anakin. I think we'd still be good. All right, beating an auto deploy with a bunch of relics. Team Synergy FTW. Let's take Cara Dune's turn meter. Or not. Go, go, go. Wow. I launched that missile and it's like a teeny tiny tickle on this Gear 12 Bo-Katan. Yeah, this is a foregone conclusion. Yeah, we're done. We won the battle though. Nothing to see here. Moving up through Carbonite, y'all. Carbonite 2 and counting. All right. Push up into Bronzium with our 1 relic account. Look at this. Look at this, guys. We has the 1 relic on the account. Getting close to our 2nd relic. I don't know if we're going to have it for this week or not. We still need 10 of these, and we still need 30 Kairos. So it'll be 3 weeks. So the first relic took us 3 weeks to put together Gideon, and it's going to take us 3 weeks to put together Jyn Erso. And the next relic after that is also going to take about 3 weeks. It's just taken us a while. We've got to start filling up these injectors. And as soon as we start hitting characters where we've got those injectors ready to go, it'll be a lot easier. But in the situation that we're in now, having to farm these injector parts, oof, brutal. Need more assault battles to be under control and be getting, every one of those is 5 of each, so it's 15 of those injector parts for every assault battle that you can get done at Challenge Tier 1. It's really a big deal. It's a really, really a big deal. Mishkela says, wow, nice. I have gas and CLS and I'm Carbonite 3. The assault battles being a passive income for those is huge. Absolutely. Yeah. And that's why I'm like pushing for the CLS team. It's actually a lot sooner than I intended to work on the CLS team. But in my last live stream on Monday, I started working on all the CLS requirement stuff. And that's kind of what we're working on, is getting CLS unlocked, getting this Chewbacca up and running. We still need Bosk to get another star so we can get Chewbacca unlocked. We farmed up enough 3PO and Chewie that we can get that going. So yeah, I'm trying to get the CLS team up and running. In order to do Challenge Tier 1 though, we need them all to 7 stars. So we have to finish them out to 7 stars, but yeah, we got to get another assault battle. We need at least 3 assault battles under control, right? We get 2 with the troopers. Just with that Relic Moff Gideon, I was able to do the assault battle no problem with the troopers to Challenge Tier 1. And we'll continue to push like that. Oh, here we go. Battle Ewoks. We can actually do a live demonstration. Let's get these troopers in here. And Stark, I guess. I think Snowtrooper's probably better for the Ewok stuff. This is going to be dicey on Challenge Tier 1, but let's see if we can make it there. Okay. We're just going to go ahead and do Turn Meter Drain right away. So easy, these Ewoks at this level. Ewok Elder. Drop the heat. We are going to link Gideon. Make sure that we can, every time that Piet does an attack, we want to be able to have Moff Gideon take an attack too. Okay, Tebow the boss. Go ahead and get these elders out of here. There's 2 elders in this lineup. if you kill one of the elders, the other one, of course, will resurrect the first. If you kill off all these other guys, it makes that a step harder. And this one, because it's all Empire characters, like you see, you can stick your Vader into your trooper team. Not a bad deal. We're doing basics here because it allows us to stack more instances of Emperor's Trap. We could have done an area effect there and just mowed them all down. But stacking up this Emperor's Trap is also nice. Same thing here. 100,000 damage. Doing great. I think we still got 2 more tiers to go, right? This is, we still got the Mythic tier, I think, and then Challenge Tier 1. So there we go. No problem there. Victory 3 stars. Let's see what comes next. Yep, Mythic Tier's next. And then hopefully this will be good enough for Challenge Tier 1. It all depends on whether or not we're fast enough. This first, yeah, we're not. We're not fast enough. So at Challenge Tier 1, if they can do enough damage to... Oh man, come on. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah. We may have to just start a few times until we get the start that we want. Target the Elder. Get a kill. We don't need a drain turn meter. We could just stack Emperor's Trap. 6% for each one. Do the area effect here. Oh, that was... Okay, these Ewoks are weaker than I thought. Go into the T-bow round here. At higher levels, this T-bow will just destroy you in one hit. It's insane. Like a Challenge Tier 3, this T-bow is a monstrosity. If he ever gets a turn, you just characters die. It's funny in a way. Okay, step 1 complete. And again, we'll just use this to stack 46 Emperor's Traps. 50 of them is 300% damage, right? So that's a lot of damage. 14,000 with a Gear 8 character is not bad. 49,000 with that. The Veer's attack. Alright. Elder. Pop off there. Yeah, no problems. Look at this. Look how easy this is with these troopers. Target the Ewok Elder. Try to get this kill right away. And we're at 68 stacks, y'all. That's like 400% extra damage that we're doing with each of our attacks. Oh, and they got a turn and they took it all away. That's not fantastic. Get the dazes up so they can't get free turn meter. And we'll count on Vader to do some stuff here. Vader never gets a turn, right? Vader doesn't get a turn until things start to go badly, because the troopers gain so much turn meter that like Vader never gets there. This is still a win. It's not a good sign for us though for Challenge Tier 1. If it's already hard at Mythic. Okay. And we may need to take out Low Gray as the first kill. in that final battle. Because he got days. We need the days off the board. All right, let's see if we can do it. Let's see if we have enough power in the team with one Relic Gideon to get Challenge Tier 1 done here. Oh, Piet lived. That should be all we need, right? Oops. That wasn't what we wanted. Misclicked. Got too close to Veers. Got him targeted with my inevitable failure. Inevitable. Okay. Make sure we target Gideon this time. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know if we're going to be able to get through this because we may just not have enough damage to maintain the turn meter. Get rid of their extra turn meter, which is good. We'll take the Merciless Massacre here and get a kill and get turn meter for our guys and all that stuff. But yeah, this is not a good sign for the completion of this. Okay, got a kill there. Does this actually give taunt? It just gives defense and stuff. It's good if you've got a character that already has taunt. Okay. Then we'll get a kill, restore our turn meter. Go back over here. We'll save the mass assist in hopes that we'll be able to drop that right away next turn. We're going to target one of these scouts, try to get our first kill. And we got it. All right. We're going to take a hit here on the Elder. Get him out of the way. Okay. This is looking good. Next one will have like 3 warriors in it, though. That'll be the tough one. Yeah. Let's get rid of their turn meter. I don't want Ewoks with turn meter. Oh, we got a kill, too. Getting a kill on that one's pretty good. We'll refresh. And then let's get over here on the scout, try to get a kill. Ewok warrior, we should get a kill on the scout. Yep. Good. We'll do this. And then we got to save cooldowns because we got to go into the T-bow round with all of our stuff. They're going to get a turn, though. And I don't really care if they get a turn, right? It's not like they're going to kill me. But they take away all my pre-stacked trap, which is inconvenient. Okay, now we're gonna get a kill here. Nope. Okay, guess we gotta go back and kill him the hard way. We really want to get a kill here with a good amount of these stacks. Oh, we missed it. Missed it by a little bit. All right. Let's do what we got to do. We do want the armor reduction here on T-bow. We should be able to do enough stuff to get back around to Gideon and get another turn before they actually get turn meter. We'll drop the area effect, get a kill. Get on the other Elder. Okay. Looks like we're going to get through turn 4. Or phase 4 or wave 4 or whatever you want to call it. T-bow hits like a Mack truck, but he's got slow turn meter. So that works to our advantage. We've got 32 stacks and we're still not getting kills easily on these guys, so... But it does look like we're gonna be fine here. We'll be able to stack this up. 42. We'll take this skill because we can. Yeah, we'll take the kill here. Vader gets a turn. Okay. Let's reduce armor on one of the warriors. Do area effect to soften them all up. And drop the bomb on one of these warriors and try to get a kill. Alright, then we should be able to kind of work through the rest of them here. Take a shot on the warrior here, then go back, get a kill, get a turn meter. Take another shot on the warrior, go back here, get a kill, get turn meter. Alright. Working the system, working this trooper system. We're going to drain their turn meter. And now we have to waste enough time that we kind of recover some of these skills. Okay, well, it's less good than I thought. All right. Well. All right, let's do the area effect. Let's target low gray. And let's get him out of here right away. Get back on the Elder. We gotta kill low gray again. We got this. This has turned into a no problem situation, y'all. Look at this. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. These troopers way too good. 3 stars. Challenge tier 1. Never have to play this tier again. I'm not going to go for 2 today because I think we're going to get there. But look at this. We got 47 of those, 35 of these, 46 of these. The next relic is going to be so much easier. You know, we had to farm almost 50 of these. And now we're getting some of them for free. We got some Kairos here. Some Zeta materials. So good. All right. We're just going to go back in here, put this on auto, and I think we won't have any problem beating these lower tiers just on auto. That will allow me to close out the stream and say goodbye to y'all. Catch up on chat real quick before I go. I did challenge tier 1 with no relics on my alt. Easy enough once the trap stacks start piling up. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. It didn't look like I was going to get to stack them. Ryrock says greetings. Rabel says I need a roster review. All right, Rabel. Well, Rabel needs a roster review. He has everything. Rabel's been playing since like the start of the game, and he's got all the things. You don't need a roster review, man. You're just going to do a flex. There's a difference between a roster review and a flex. We know the difference. Although, Rabel, if you want to, we could probably play a little Baldur's Gate today or something. If you got time to just hang out, hit me up on Discord and let me know if you want to, like, maybe throw down some Baldur's Gate or something. All right, so we're gonna close the stream out then. Oh, just another consumer says he did challenge tier 1 with Beers, Cuban, Piet, Range, Moff, and Dork Trooper. That's six troopers. Cuban, Piet. Cuban, Piet. I don't know what Cuban Piet is. There's a joke there that I just don't know. I don't get it. All right. Thank you all for coming out and hanging out. Appreciate each and every one of you. Remember, hit the like button on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Subscribe. And, of course, hit that notification bell if you want to know when I'm doing my live streams in the future. And hope to see you over on the Discord. We've got a nice Discord community. It's a good place for new players, mid-game players, people who might have questions about their account building, teams, stuff like that. And there'll be plenty of people over there that are willing to help you out and give you answers. There's also an Ask Loquitur channel. You can just you ask me questions directly, and I'll answer them when I get an opportunity to. So hope to see you over there. Thank you all for watching. See y'all in the next Holocron.